As we begin to uncover what it means to be seen, we're gonna walk ourselves through 4 distinct pieces. We're gonna walk ourselves first through an assessment. That's really where we're gonna hit heavy today. We're gonna walk ourselves through an assessment. And I believe that's the looking inward. That's us taking an assessment of who we are before we can even begin to think about what we do practically and applicably out in the world. The second part of that is that we're gonna begin to attempt to create an awakening. And an awakening is what I describe as looking up, right? And you can't run or walk, at least not very well, while looking up. And so a purpose of the awakening is for us to sit still, our posture to be patient and to be slow and to be thoughtful and methodical is how we think. The third part of that is then we're gonna attempt to create an awareness. We wanna create an awareness, and as the awareness, that's looking in front of us. That is what is and what is out there and what could be and what might be. And how do we take what we have assessed and how do we take what we've been awoken to? And then how do we take the awareness of that in front of us and move forward? And the third part of that is the affirmation, right? That's the actionable part. That's where we take all of these pieces and we put that together. And so that's where we're headed. But today I want us to focus on the assessment. I want us to focus on the looking inward. And so here's how I want us to start that. I want to start by asking ourselves a really simple question. Well, it's relatively simple. It's a simple question. Where am I right now? Where am I right now? And today, and for some of us, we're going to hear that and it's going to feel very practical. And you're going to think, I'm sitting at my desk, or I'm in my home office, or I'm on the couch, or I'm laying in bed. Great. So that's where you are right now. I want you to take an assessment of that. And then as you begin to assess, let's dive a little bit deeper into that question, where am I right now? So where are you relationally? Where are you professionally? Probably the first question you should ask yourself is, where am I personally? And I don't mean as it relates to other people, I mean as it relates to you. Where are you right now? Take an assessment of how you feel. Emotionally, how do you feel? Physically, how do you feel? All of us, every human being is an irrational, emotional person. And that's something that you're gonna hear a lot because it's something I deeply believe. Those of us that say, no, I'm not emotional, I'm not irrational, I'm very logical. No, you just use Excel to make yourself feel better, right? Like we put things in a bucket so we can make sense of it. And so I want you to ask yourself, where am I right now? And for some of us, it's gonna be really difficult. When you think about thoughts or feelings or emotions, you're not really gonna have language to put to it yet. Okay, so it's okay. Give yourself space in that. But as you begin to uncover the question, where am I right now? Think about 2 things. It's gonna require honesty, right? It's gonna require you to be honest with yourself. You may be sitting there thinking, you know what? Right now, I don't feel that great. And other of us are going to listen to this and you're thinking, right now is probably one of the better places I've ever been in my life. Great. I just need to take an assessment of where we are. But as we're digging into honesty, as we have honesty with ourselves, the second thing it requires is grace and space. It requires us the space to sit long enough to go, I don't know when the last time I asked myself where I'm at right now. And that's okay. But I want you to do that now. And I want you to be able to give yourself enough grace to be able to look inward and go, maybe this is not where I wanted to be, but I also want you to give yourself enough space to know you now have the ability to create the space to get to where you want to go. Before we can even begin to really uncover the idea that we want to be seen for who we truly are, it requires that we have to see ourselves for who we are first. Forget the perception everybody else has. We have to be able to see that first. And so ask yourself, where am I right now? How do you feel? Where are you at physically? Where are you at professionally? Take an assessment of all those spaces, of all those arenas. Because I think if we give ourselves the freedom to look honestly at where we are right now, it gives us the ability to build something that we really believe in moving forward.